Hi y'all, this is So Blessed. Welcome to the Blessed Place. How y'all doing? Welcome to another car vlog. Yes, the sun is bright. It's still sunny here in Florida, but it is kind of cool. What degrees does it say around here? What degrees is it in this piece? I don't know. I don't know where my degree thing is. But anyways, you guys, so the sun will be out of my face a little bit and y'all can see my lovely face. So anyways, so today's topic is consider your ways. But before we get to the topic of today, I want to give a few shout outs. First of all, I'd like to shout out Lauren. Lauren reached out to me and sent me a friend request on Facebook, and we had such a lovely conversation in our inbox. So, oh Jesus, oh Lordy, go ahead. Excuse me, y'all. You know you're liable to see all kinds of things in the car vlog. Vehicle was trying to go over, so I had to let them in. So Lauren reached out to me on Facebook, and we had such a lovely conversation in our inbox, and she expressed how much she enjoys the Blessed Place. So thank you, Lauren, and kiss baby T for me. So I'll just call him baby T because you did not give me permission to say your baby's name. So kiss him while you're nursing him and listening to me. I appreciate it. Another shout out, I like to shout out Such a Pretty Lady, who reached out to me on Instagram, and she's been following me on Instagram for a while, but she sent me an inbox message and we had a lovely conversation, so I appreciate that. And thank you for reaching out to me and for following me on Instagram and following me here and watching my videos. I really appreciate you. Also, Simply Kelly, thank you. Simply Kelly, you've been in the Blessed Place for a while, and I see you, girl. I see you. Thank you. Let me see. I said I was going to try to remember all of these different names. Okay, so I guess that's it for now. So let's get into don't fret if you watch me. My aim is to give shout outs each video, so I will get to you. But the more you comment, the more I realize that you watch me, because if you don't comment and you just watch, then I won't know to shout you out because I don't know that you're watching. So anyways, consider your ways, you guys. We're going to talk about consider your ways and like 3 different perspectives. So let me set this up. In Bible study, we're studying Haggai. And don't click off just because I said the Bible. Just in case you say I'm not a Bible thumper, I don't read the Bible, I'm not into the Bible like that. Just stay here, because these life lessons can help you whether you read the Bible like that or not. So in Haggai, we're studying about how the people were building up things for themselves, but disregarding God's house and the temple. And in the passage, it's mentioned to the people to consider their ways. Okay, so we're talking about this and more so in the natural, and to consider our ways when it comes to, and I'm going to break it down into like 3 different sections. When it comes to work or career, consider our ways. When it comes to relationship, consider our ways. And then lastly, y'all know I got to go into the spiritual. Consider your ways spiritually. So first, let's talk about in relationship. And this is for my single ladies, my single men, my married ladies, and married men. But especially I'm focusing on married women. Ladies, we got to consider our ways in our relationships, because a lot of times we have a take me as I am attitude when it comes to relationships. Yeah, this sun just won't quit. Just giving me half a look. Yeah. So a lot of times we have in our minds, take me as I am, because I really don't know where that saying or that cliche came from, take me as I am. But no, people don't have to take you as you are. If as I am is not gelling with their spirit, or is not lifting them up, or is not encouraging them. So in relationship, you want to consider your ways. If you want a husband or a mate who is loving, you need to be loving. If you want one that's considerate, you need to be considerate. You want one that's kind, you need to be kind. Kindness goes a long ways in a relationship. Kindness goes a long ways in the longevity of a relationship. And a lot of times we don't consider our ways when it comes to kindness. We think that we can treat our mate any kind of way. We think we can say anything to our mate, especially ladies, out of our mouths. I'm guilty. I've said some things. But I try my best to consider my ways before I say things out of my mouth, because once you say it out of your mouth, it's gone. You can't take it back. You can't retrieve it. I don't care how much you apologize. It's going to be that person is going to have to really have a forgiving spirit to forgive and forget. We have to consider our ways when it comes to our mouth and the things we say to our mate. Sometimes we think men aren't sensitive, or we think men aren't feeling, but I don't care how gruff, how strong, how stoic, I don't care what he might say out of his mouth to you and make you think that he doesn't have feelings, but men are very sensitive. They display their sensitivity in different ways, but they're very sensitive. So you have to consider your ways and how you treat your mate if you want a longevity in your relationship, if you want joy, happiness, peace in your relationship. Consider your ways. And when you're dating, ladies, when you're dating, consider your ways. That man is watching. You might be girlfriend material, wifey material, but to be wife material, for him to want to go from girlfriend to wife, he's looking at you and he's considering your ways. Is this the kind of person that I want to help me raise my children if he already has children from a previous relationship? Or is this the kind of woman that I want to raise my child if we should have a child together? How does this person respect her parents? How does this person treat her coworkers? How does this person treat the everyday person in the store? You know, he's considering your ways. And a lot of times, you know, a man may girlfriend you, but he's looking at your ways and he's saying, ain't no way I'm gonna be married in a marriage institutionalized with her for the rest of my life. So that's why a lot of times you're forever the girlfriend and not the wife, because you're awesome as a girlfriend, but he's considering your ways. And he's saying, ain't no way I'm going to be a lifetime with this woman. She's fun for right now. I said, love the one you're with until you can love the one you want. He's loving the one he's with because he's considering your ways. Okay, you guys, you know, that's a whole video by itself right there. But let's move on to consider your ways when it comes to your job and your career. Your job and your career. If you want to advance in your job, you got to consider your ways. You need to be on time and before time, not just on time, not just barely on time. Be a little bit early for work. Now, I don't. I'm gonna get there right on time. If I'm supposed to be there 5:30, I'm gonna be there 5:29, 5:30. But I'm talking to y'all. Don't do as I do. Just do as I say. Be before 5 minutes early to work. Especially, like I said, when you're looking for promotion, consider your ways. Don't call out a lot. Consider your ways. Don't call out. I don't know what, you know, whatever your agency's policy is. Just because they give you 5 sick days or 10 sick days a year doesn't mean you have to use every single one of them. I mean, unless they tell you have to use them. But consider your ways. Go above and beyond the call of duty. Whatever it is you're supposed to do, whatever your job responsibility is, go above and beyond. Consider your ways, because a lot of times we have people who won't go above and beyond, who call out often, who was not helpful to their supervisor or the manager, or not helpful to other employees. But then when promotion comes, they want to put in for it, and they're upset because they've been there 10 years and the person that got it been there 3 years. You got to consider your ways. Okay? That's work. That's a whole nother video I can do just on work, on job promotion. As a matter of fact, I'm having a seminar at my church, sometimes probably in December, about how to get the promotion. Let's move on to spiritual, lastly, because I'm almost at my job. Spiritual. You got to consider your ways spiritually. There's a lot that we want out of life. There's a lot that we want God to bless us with. There's a lot that we desire to attain, to obtain, to acquire. You've got to consider your ways. First of all, you got to grind. You got to work hard for it. But you also have to have a spiritual life. You've got to have a connection, a one-on-one connection with God. You've got to have a one-on-one connection with a power that's higher than you, which is God, our Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ. You've got to have a personal relationship. You got to put aside some prayer time. You got to read His Word, because it profits you nothing to have the awesome marriage, to have the awesome job, to have the 6-7 figure salary, to have the awesome kids, to wear the finest clothes and the best name brands and the most amazing shoes, to have the baddest body, to have the most healthy body. All of that is good. All of that is awesome. But it profits you nothing if you have no spiritual life, if you're devoid of spirituality. And I can tell you, and I'm sure you know, there are a whole lot of people who have all those different things that I just named in their lives, but they're still sad. They're still empty. And it's because they're devoid of spirituality. Because the one thing that you cannot replace with anything else, you can replace stuff with a whole lot of other things. You can replace food, and you can replace shopping, and you can replace sex and drugs and all of this stuff for a lot of things, for a lot of feelings. But one thing you cannot substitute those things for is that spiritual place that only God can fill. So consider your ways. I'm considering my ways. This is not just about you, but I'm learning as I speak to you. Consider your ways. You want more out of life? Consider your ways. You want more out of your marriage? Consider your ways. Not your husband's ways. Not your partner's ways. Consider your ways. Because one thing for sure, my mom has taught me over the years, and I still hold true to that at age 51. When I do better, things get better. All right, you guys, consider your ways. Hope you all enjoyed this. I hope somebody was blessed. Y'all be blessed.